just walking back to the car, been for a walk around the forest, happened to notice this quite distinctive sign here, this feeding sign that somebody is about, and that somebody is currently in here. This is the very obvious feeding signs of red admiral, and funny enough, I saw a red admiral here a couple of months ago in the spring, one of a number of sightings that I had, and now we're in the first week of August and red admirals are still around, but here is the clear signs that a larva has lived on here. The egg would have been laid on the growing tip of this up here, but when the egg was laid it was probably down here, and it's put on 6 or 8 inches of growth since then. But the caterpillar of the red admiral makes a number of tents. It folds the leaves over to create a tent over itself, and there are 2 here, and it spends the day and night in those and eats the end, and then it gradually moves down, and quite often it'll get a larger leaf too. You can see where it's fed here and it's fed here, and currently it is residing in here. Red admiral caterpillars often have the habit of biting part of the way through the leaf petiole, not completely out, but enough to bend it over like that. You can see how this leaf should be. It should be flat, and although there's the weight of the caterpillar in here, by just biting through that leaf petiole, it makes the tent droop down. The frass usually falls out the bottom because the caterpillar eats at this end, and once it's eaten most of this and grown out of this, it will go down further and it'll do the same with one of these leaves. But it's a very obvious sign. It stands out from all the other stems of this nettle here. So we'll have a look at the resident. Just open it up a little bit, just enough to see the caterpillar inside, and that's got 1 more instar to grow, and then it'll pupate. They do usually pupate in the last tent-like structure that they create, and the butterfly will be out in a couple of weeks. So an easy sign to look for when you're out on your travels.